I am now in front of Bonneville Hotel. Let me tell you something. I like to buy cars. I bought a lot of my favorite cars, and they are not commercial, but I haven't made a video for you. In the last video I saw someone commented, Faye, where is your Z20? Then someone replied it must have been sold, and many people also said, although I bought a lot of cars, but I sold it, it's impossible. In fact, I can keep all my cars, but I didn't make a video for you, so it reminds me, let me take out my old cars and make a video. Don't film me. Donglin Cat is here. Why did I call him here? Because he told me he has a friend. He hasn't started yet, not ready. It doesn't matter. Just stand here, I can't hurry up. He told me he has a couple of friends. The monthly salary is about 5,000 yuan recently. I just paid the mortgage, then I want to buy another car, see if there is anything suitable. I think, isn't my Z20 just right? So I called him here, let him help me take a picture. I don't know why I hit the mountain today, don't get me wrong, and let's just say at the door of the hotel there is a tank 300 in this color. What's going on? Why 3 people hit the mountain at the same time? Isn't this your car? Look at this is my Link Z20. No. Actually it's this one, although the front waist is very long. But this time let's talk about this car. Is it suitable? The first car to be a young man. Then this video, please rest assured there is no commercial. Let me tell you, why would I buy this car just because of you? It's really not me. Find an excuse for myself. It's because everyone says that my car is too expensive, then want to see me shoot some affordable cars. I was very generous at the time. What if my budget only 150,000 and I buy actually? If you only buy one car, which one do you want to buy? At the time I was thinking Biardi's Seagull 06 GT Little Pomona M03. And this car, Biardi's words, I bought it myself. Seagull 068, that's also Biardi. Then Little Pomona, I bought it myself. PCG Link, I haven't bought it yet. So let's get this car, bought it back. Then I guess someone will ask, isn't there another one at this price? Something like Song Plus. But after buying this car, I'm afraid someone will shake hands with me on the road. I also want to add a little the reason I bought this car. A lot of people on the internet say Link is just right, so I want to buy it myself. Link Experience. What the hell is this? I am this year Pro version, bought in February. There was no discount at the time, direct price 139,000. Then its insurance is 3,900. Now it has been mentioned for more than 7 months. I drove this car for more than 2,000 kilometers. I also saw this year's car. It has 2 lower versions. The battery life is 430. The price is 109,000 respectively, and 120,000 degrees. But I think if I buy it, I will still buy this version, because the battery life of more than 100 kilometers. It's really important to me. Everyone knows. I spent more than 220,000 years ago, bought a GKX. Actually, for this kind of high-quality exquisite car, I really don't have any resistance. What about this car? You see its water vapor is hidden, then its rear view mirror, there is no border including me. Actually, when I bought this car it is already the entry-level version, but it gives this wheel arch, 19-inch wheel arch. It's not the kind of special cover. And its color scheme, I think it's still very advanced, more oxygen. And this car, its tail design, the overall design is more 3-dimensional. No matter. Donglin Cat's friend, the monthly salary is 23,000. Or what, 5,000, 8,000? Who doesn't want to spend less money? Then buy a car like this, a better looking car. It looks really, it feels very the quality of life. Does everyone think the appearance of this car looks good? 1 to 5 points. You can give it a score. Show you a little Easter egg. It's in the front trunk. No engine here. There is no engine here. Sure enough. This young car, it's quite different. This semi-hidden door handle, you can hold it like this, open the door, and it can also be pulled like this, made into a mechanical handle. This is for emergency use. Good comment. Come in. Have you noticed most of my new car film I didn't tear it off, because I want to shoot a video, tear it with everyone. But then I found out I usually take a car for several months. Just started shooting, so this design is a bit of a hassle. Can you help me decide? Is it that I want to take the car, tear this film off by myself? What do you think? Then forget it, tear it with everyone. Can deduct a 2. Please ignore my belly. I guess a lot of friends who buy this car, including Donglin's young couple, still care about the space of this car. The front is still made by Donglin. It's 190 catties and 1.8 meters. Big fat man's driving smell. It's in the back, the space, performance of the legs and the head. They are all 1 fist and 1 finger. And then I'm 1.6 meters and 90 catties. If you sit in the back, this is the current performance of the space. In fact, I think the western space, it's still enough for me, but there are a few more details in the back. First of All this level rarely equipped with this kind of privacy glass. Then there is this kind of hook, and the rear sound system, it's also decorated like this, and it's a panoramic skylight. It's really big, but as I said, I think it's because of the shape of the space. In fact, sitting in the back, it's really depressing. Plus this car, the angle of its back is not adjustable. What about the space of this car? In fact, I think it's more suitable for single men and women newlyweds, and then have one more child or 2 children. I think it's enough. But if you have 2 children, the storage space may be relatively small. Because of its trunk, some people say that the space is not particularly large, but its seat can be put down. What about this car? I think if it's a long trip, that's enough for a family of 3. If it's a family of 4, you are enough. But if it's something there's not much to put down, I'm going to put my little belly up again. Why did you run out again? What about this car? I drove more than 2,000 kilometers. I think I'm for it. These interior materials, and then there's this kind of color decoration or something. Still quite satisfied. I don't think it's comfortable because the price of this car may be relatively low, and then the design is very perfunctory. I think the whole design is still quite exquisite. For example, look at the copper-colored infotainment in front of it, and then the glass ginger button below. There is also this kind of golden decoration, right? This kind of little decoration on the steering wheel. This is still quite good. The comfort of the seat is one of a kind. I don't think it's particularly comfortable or particularly uncomfortable if you wear shorts in the city. In fact, you won't have a special feeling. But I recently drove this car, a 3-hour-long trip. In fact, at the end my butt will hurt a little, so I think the whole seat, maybe it's still relatively thin. Another one I like more, it's the whole design for this kind of spatial flexibility. It's the console in front. It's a bit like GKEX. It can also be taken down. You will get a very wide passage if you don't take it down. I think the design of this space is quite flexible. You can see the little lid on it. You can take it down, and there is also a small space in the middle of the passenger compartment. There is a 50-watt fast charge in front. Put the phone in this place. I think it's very stable. I'm not afraid that the phone will slide down when I brake. In fact, this car, its car system, my biggest feeling when I use it, there is no special feeling because it's really easy to use. You can see its response speed. It's actually pretty fast, and one thing I like more, its UI design. I think it's very beautiful. It still has this high-end texture, but if you want this phone and car system to connect, you have to use this Meizu phone. It's voice assistant. It's not like DT. It's so smart and fast. The recognition rate is very accurate, but when you use it, you won't think it's lagging or it's slow. Let me show you. High link. Open the car window, turn on the air conditioner, turn on the seat heater. Let's talk about the cost of the car. Battery life. Full battery life, 530 kilometers. The temperature is about 23 degrees. 2 people in the car. The air conditioner is 26 degrees, 120 kilometers per hour. High speed. Actually ran 280 kilometers. Battery life dropped 446 kilometers. It's equivalent to a 60 to 30%. Battery life is 18.5 degrees. This high-speed battery life performance for a pure electric car, I'm still quite satisfied. Not surprising, but not lagging. What do you think? Charging speed is faster than I thought. I built a 120 kilowatts charger 5 years ago, can run up to 230 at charging speed. What do you think of this performance? The driving assistance is just the basic ACC. It does not support city driving. The high-speed navigation does not make a mistake. The interior of the car does not change when manually turning on the lights. The system can recognize the timeline and cancel the turn. It's quite useful, but it's high-speed auxiliary driving. The way of sensing need to turn the steering wheel from time to time. A bit tired this way of sensing. I think it can be upgraded. Automatic car. It's also quite useful, not a gimmick. The middle position of the car, which is good for both sides, can recognize the position of the car at once and stop automatically. It's just a little slow, so this price is acceptable. Next, let's take a look. How does this car drive? In fact, this car I drove more than 2,000 kilometers. What I am most satisfied with is the driving quality, because when I often drive this car, I will forget that this car, it only sells for more than 130,000. Its driving quality, in fact, it is much higher than its price. It does not have the cheap car cheap feeling. It's not that loose or completely like a steel plate. No pattern with the road, no adjustment, no filtering. In fact, the whole chassis, I think the overall texture is relatively soft, especially when you drive up and down or when you change lanes relatively quickly. I think I can still feel there is a little bit of such a small side clear, but completely it's within my reasonable range. The chassis of this car, I think it is quite thick, and every time I drive on the Highway, I can clearly feel this car is on the highway. It won't have that very light the floating feeling. It's still very solid, the way it's stepped on the ground if you talk about its filter. In fact, I can't say that its filter is particularly good. It's on the road, how high is the absorption, how high is the absorption? But I think it is for the feeling of vibration in the car. I think it has been optimized. You won't feel very bumpy or very uncomfortable. And then this car, if you hang it, the front is Mafusin, the back is 5-wheel drive, and I think it's still because its suspension adjustment is relatively soft when encountering continuous bumps. I think the jump of the rear wheel is a bit obvious, and then the soundproofing. In fact, I think if you drive in the city there won't be any problems, but when you're on the highway, the wind noise is still a bit obvious. I think in this car I can still feel the adjustment of the traditional car, because everyone knows charging car, every time you step on the brake it will have CRBS at the beginning of the brake. In fact, the whole brake will be very soft, and then the motor will feel not enough. But instead on this little car, I think I really didn't feel its brake, the whole initial braking force. It's still enough, but it's not going to be, it's very delicate, the kind that hits the wall. But there is a saying, this car, I think it's the whole direction. The feedback is still a bit electronic, it's just that it doesn't have that kind of very real feedback. After watching this video, what do you think of Link ZR0? Welcome to leave your comments in the comment area, or is there a ZR0 owner? You are also welcome to share your driving experience. Then you will buy ZR0 if you can. You can deduct to 1. There are more than 100,000, whether it's cheaper or more expensive. Do you want to see what other cars I shoot? You are also welcome to type its name in the barrage if you want to see more. Then I will buy one for everyone. Alright, that's the end of this video. I still have to send Dorima back to the hotel. I'm going home to eat. If you like, don't forget to subscribe to our 3 links. See you next time. Bye bye. Go wrong.